Journey, Istanbul is a game about migration. You play as a refugee who managed to escape her home and arrived at Istanbul in Turkey. The objective of the game is to find the route to travel out of Istanbul to Greece. To be successful, you as a player need to collect information regarding job opportunities, police activity, and potential smugglers that may help you on the journey. More accurately, you need to be at the correct place at the time that the journey is organized. However, before you can do this, you need to complete a certain task. The task is randomly chosen with the obstacle card that you receive at the beginning of the game. Regarding the content of the game, firstly, each player should read the rulebook. Then comes the game board. The board has neighborhoods and all of them are in Istanbul. Also, the game has an event sheet which is consisted of 6 days and it will be played 3 weeks. Pencils should be provided, and also each player takes 6,000 Turkish lira. Before starting the game, confirm that you have completion markers, player markers, starting player markers, day markers, event cards for each day, and all the games start with 10 event cards. Also, there are obstacle and opportunity cards. Each of the player gets 1 obstacle and 1 opportunity card at the beginning of the game. Then there is the journey planner, and the game lasts approximately 1 hour. It can be played by 2, 3, 4 or 5 players. The event cards control what happens in the game. At the back of every event card there is a mark of the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth or sixth day. This indicates the day in which a specific event will take place. There are 3 types of event cards and each type contains 12 cards. Those are police raid cards, journey cards and work possibility cards. How is the game played? All the players are in neighborhoods of Istanbul. In the beginning, all players have the same starting point, which is the neighborhood Karaköy in Istanbul. From there, the players can only travel to Üsküdar and Sultanahmet. The dice shows 4 weeks, but the game lasts only 3 weeks. At the beginning of the game, we put the dice on the first day and we show the first week. Then, as the game goes by, we move the dice and we get to the second week. The same thing as explained happens to the second week, and then we repeat the process with the third week. All of the players at the beginning of the game get 1 of the player markers. Each player picks a color according to their preferences. Also, it is provided 6,000 Turkish lira, which can be used to pay, for instance, a police fine or to travel nearby to fulfill your obstacle and opportunity cards. Those 2 types of cards should be kept on the table with face up, clearly visible to other players. Each player gets 1 obstacle and 1 opportunity card. Nonetheless, you have the journey planner. The journey planner is used to fulfill or to write down the information you acquire from the event cards. Each player gets one journey planner. At the beginning of the game, the cards must be shuffled. The first 10 cards are applied to the game board. Aforementioned, if the card has the number 3, it should be placed on the third day. We do the same thing with 10 cards. We leave the card down. The starting player marker shows which one starts the game. From Karakoy, the first one moved to Sultan Ahmed, whereas Sin, if there is the eye, you can see one of the cards on the event sheet. You get to choose one, see the information, write it down on the journey planner, and then, if necessary and if you want, you can share it with some of the other players. When you write down the information, you put back the card on the event sheet. Also, if you can see one of the cards, one of the event cards put down. You can see the information, write it down, and then put the card sideways if it's the same day as you're playing. The next player has also moved. As you can see from Uskudar, you can only see one of the cards on the event sheet. You do the following. Take the card, see the information, write it down, share it if you want to do it, and then return the card to the first place. As you can see, the most important thing here is to fulfill the obstacle and opportunity card. You can also use the money to pay if necessary to travel or to pay the police. When the first day is finished, you move on the second day and you open the card from the first day. Only the one card which is sideways stays in the same way. Also, one very important thing to mention is that when you fulfill one of the tasks on your obstacle or the opportunity card, you put completion marker there. Also, you can share your money to the other competitors in order to help them. When the first day is finished, you remove the cards from the event sheet. The one card that was sideways, you put it normally. The same thing happens with all the other days. You take the card and remove them. After finishing the first week, you turn the dice to the second week, and then the same thing happens with the second week. Finally, the one who fulfills the obstacle card and travels out of Istanbul in order to travel to Greece is the one who wins the game. This was a short presentation about our game, which tries to put you into a migrant's shoes. If you have any further questions about the rules of the game, please don't hesitate to ask us. Thanks for watching and enjoy the game.